What's up guys, today we're going to have a pretty short video, but it is something that I heard recently on a stream from a pretty high level player, and I think it's pretty important and I want to repeat it to you guys that are probably around the same sort of skill level as me. Of course, Dota casuals, we're talking to the casual players or the lower ranked players, the people who don't literally sit and play all day because you're absolutely amazing at the game, and you know, we all want to get that higher rank. Okay, so in this video we're going to be talking about a mindset that is going to win you games. It really is, and it'll actually also probably take a lot of stress out of games for yourself and other players that you're playing with too. So higher win rate, less stress, probably more enjoyment, and overall just great advice from what I heard the streamer repeat. I don't think he took into account how freaking valuable it was. Maybe he did, but I don't know. Anyway, the streamer I'm talking about, I believe, I'm probably going to pronounce his name wrong and butcher it, I'm so sorry, but it is the Sumia, I don't know, the Invoker player, the amazing Invoker player. I watch him quite a bit because he has a freaking ton to learn, an absolute ton to learn from him. So credit to him for this, but what he said was, even international winners still lose lanes. Now, have you ever been in a game where your mid laner loses the lane pretty damn hard, like pretty damn badly, and you go, holy shit, you're bad. You're so freaking bad, dude. My mid lane is so bad. Mid difference or whatever you want to call it. You flame them, you call them out, you ping them, you tip them, you do whatever because you hate them and the game is lost because of them. Well, you may have forgotten that, yes, even these top level pros still lose lanes. No matter what happens, you can have a bad matchup, you could just make one little mistake. If you lose a kill in mid, that's pretty much your lane screwed for a lot of people, a lot of matchups and stuff. It is what it is. But what is this thing that's going to help you win more games or help you have a better mindset that you should adopt? Well, that is that, yes, people lose lanes, and the fact that you lose lanes as well. You will lose lanes. Don't even tell me that you've never lost a lane in this entire game. And I understand. I understand. If your mid laner is 0 and 6, it sucks so freaking bad. But there's something you can do about that. It's not, it shouldn't get to that point. If your mid laner is 0 and 6, 0 and 5, 0 and 4, it doesn't even matter. Even if they're 0 and 2, get a freaking smoke and go and gank and help them out. Do something to help them out. Whether you even just go to mid and help refill their bottle. Whether you just give them another ward. Maybe you just go through, you get a smoke, you go around the back, you get a stun off, you kill them. You even if you're a hero that can't do this, if you're position 1, you kind of fucked at this point. You can't really do anything about it. But you can say, hey look, our mid lane is getting absolutely destroyed. It happens, it is what it is. Can someone please go and gank for our mid laner? I'll be fine in lane for like 2 minutes. Just go and gank for them, get them a kill, get them back into this game. Because you need to understand, as a mid laner, or even as, it doesn't even matter, off lane, mid lane, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter who's losing the lane, just give them a gank, help them out. Mid lane is just a really good way to give an example of this. But in mid lane, if you give away 1 kill, you can pretty much just count that lane a loss depending how bad it is. For example, if an SF kills anyone almost in lane, they get so far ahead and they just fly out some regen, and the second they get back, they can kill them again. The same goes for so many different heroes, and it's just not a really fun situation to be in. Once you lose 1 kill, it is very easy to lose 2, and then 3, and once you've lost the 2nd and 3rd, or even just the 2nd, you're pretty much just in a position where you've got to stand by your tower, kill any creeps that you can, and that's pretty much it. But you've got your team complaining that you're not ganking. You've got your team complaining that you're feeding. And hey, why doesn't one of the supports rotate mid? Kill this guy that's been fed a little bit. We all get loads of gold. We all get loads of levels. And then the lane can stop feeding and we can maybe get ourselves back into the game. So this is what I'm going to say. If you're a mid laner and you are getting absolutely destroyed, just accept that you're not always going to win every single lane. It is what it is. Even TI winners are going to lose lane sometimes. It just happens. That's just how it is. Ask for help. If you are losing lane, say to your team, hey look, I'm getting destroyed. I'm behind now. I'm probably not going to get a kill. Someone is going to have to gank for me, or else I am going to be irrelevant in this game for a long time. I can't gank your side lanes because I'm so far behind. Someone's going to have to help me. Now, I understand people may flame you and they may be like, oh, well, this is just, you're the shit of the game. And it's just how it is, right? You just mute them, move on. At least you tried. And if you're a side laner and your mid laner says, look, I'm losing lane. It's bad. I need help. Go and help them. just go and help them. And even if they don't ask, you've had this, you've thought about this now. Just if they're losing lane, get a smoke, go into mid, kill the enemy mid laner, and then help your ally out. Just make their life easier, because if they win lane, then the game is going to be a lot better for you. I don't get it. Everyone in laning phase just thinks like every person for themselves. We're not going to help anyone out, and everybody just thinks mid has to gank through the side lanes. It's not necessarily that like that. Supports can gank mid. You see it all the time in pro games and higher level games. You always should be ganking, and it freaking sucks when you get abandoned against a bad matchup, and it is what it is. Now, in the background of this video, you've been watching me play Viper against the Pangolier. Now, Pango actually played really well. He did lose lane, and he's not going to win lane against the Viper. It is what it is. But at one point in this, I do say, Jesus Christ, someone give a gank to this Pango and help them out, because the Pango was playing really well, and I could tell. I even told my allies, I said, look, Pango's not bad at the game. It's just a Viper, so don't like underestimate him or anything like that. And yeah, I kicked his ass. I stomped him in lane. I'm a Viper against a freaking Pango. But he got left to just suffer. And what can he do? He can't go jungle. He can't go bottom. He can't go top. He has to keep coming back to mid and just dying. So keep this in mind, guys. It will win you games. It will take stress off of you, even if you're not the mid laner. Because, hey, if you aren't going to spend the next 30 minutes just getting absolutely destroyed by the enemy mid, happy days. But it'll also make the actual atmosphere of the entire game better, because your mid laner's not in a miserable mood, then sulking that you didn't gank, and you're not getting absolutely smashed. It's just good. It is just better overall, so keep that in mind. Anyway, I thought this was really interesting. I thought it was very helpful, very valuable information. Don't get caught up on the whole mid has to gank. No one else does. Don't get caught up on the fact that if, yes, someone loses lane, then they're bad, because they might not be bad. They might be good and just having a bad matchup, or the enemy is just really freaking good and smurfing maybe. You never know. Someone might be smurfing. So keep that in mind and help them out. I'm not going to send this video to 8 minutes. It is what it is. I'll catch you on the next one. Do subscribe to the channel, and yeah, see you later, guys. Bye.